World War III fears, long-term peace not possible between Israel and Palestine. Long-term peace is not possible between Israel and Palestine, a human rights activist has warned, as tensions between the two nations reach boiling point. After 11 days of cross-border strikes between the two nations, Israel and Palestine have for now called a ceasefire and ended the violence and destruction. At least 232 Palestinians were dead in the Israeli bombardment. On the Israeli side, 12 people died. It is believed the violence was fueled by Israel's evictions of Muslim communities living in the east of Jerusalem. But despite the truce, human rights activist Philip Baldwin has warned long-term peace in the region is not possible. Mr. Baldwin told Express.co.uk, "Whilst the cycle of hate continues, I do not think that long-term peace is possible in the region. My hope is for a younger generation of Israelis and Palestinians, who may have different values to their parents and grandparents. Perhaps they can envisage a life which is not dominated by Israeli-Palestinian tensions? However, every Palestinian and Israeli death causes intense pain, grief and more anger, making a durable peace less likely. The bombardments leave scars which are both physical and emotional. Sadly, I doubt that a solution will be found during my lifetime." Mr. Baldwin went on to say how while Israel has a right to defend itself, Palestinians live in constant fear. He continued, "Although Israel does have a right to defend itself, I agree that Israel responded in a disproportionate way to Palestinian hostility. Palestinians live in constant fear, do not have access to adequate medical care, may have their homes destroyed at any time, and have limited potential for employment. No human being should have to live like this." It has to be noted that Israel is a fully functioning, multicultural liberal democracy in a region dominated by dictatorships and autocracies. Israel upholds freedom of religion or belief within its territory, women have equal opportunities and LGBTQ+ rights are protected. The worldview of the militant group Hamas is entirely different. In an era when liberal democracies globally are under attack, we have to respect and protect Israel. I am disgusted by the anti-Semitism that we have seen, including in the UK. The ceasefire has been welcomed by nations across the world, including the United Nations and Dominic Raab, Britain's Foreign Secretary. Antonio Guterres, UN Secretary-General, said, "I stress that Israeli and Palestinian leaders have a responsibility beyond the restoration of calm to start a serious dialogue to address the root causes of the conflict. Gaza is an integral part of the future Palestinian state, and no effort should be spared to bring about real national reconciliation that ends the division." Mr. Raab added, "Welcome news of a ceasefire in Israel and Gaza. All sides must work to make the ceasefire durable and end the unacceptable cycle of violence and loss of civilian life." UK continues to support efforts to bring about peace.